Hello, I'm at Kevin McClanahan's house at 1002 Harrison Drive in Lafayette, Colorado. Um, I am going to attempt to do a repair, basically for this vent. As you can see, there were 6 of these bought on the entire roof. These will require shingles to be replaced, as these are nailed into the shingle right here. Also around the shingle. In order to get this out, we're going to need to take new shingles and cut them in so they fit, so it is waterproof tight again per manufacturer request. So with that being said, I'm going to start basically by marking out where we will be doing the test. First, I will try to remove this shingle, as well as we will need to remove this shingle. So this shingle, there's 2. This vent does have a metal backing that goes out to about right here. So then that will require us to also remove this shingle, which then, in order to remove this shingle right here and get this metal plate off, and something back underneath it, I will have to unseal this shingle up here, as well as, because there's going to be 6 inches of the shingle that we do not see. So that will also require me to unseal this shingle, which comes to right here. The end of this shingle starts here, goes here, ends here, which will then require me to also take off some of this shingle as well. So looking at that, here's kind of the test area of what we're going to be doing. So I will start off kind of going down, working my way up. So we'll start with this shingle, which while I'm at it, I will do a brittle test. Just because in order to, once I start getting to this shingle, the last shingle that it's nailed, or that it comes to when the metal bracket, when I start doing this shingle and this shingle, I'm going to need to bend these shingles in order to get the nails out, and then hammer the nails back in. These will need to be bent, basically at like a 45 degree. So right here, I'm going to start with this shingle, which give you guys, I'm going to go very lightly. And this is a very nice warm 70+ degree day. Very lightly with this. I'm going to need to get this and this. Going very light, acting in good faith to do the repair. You can see a lot of the sealant is already coming off onto my pry bar. Show me that. It's not going to be the nicest shingle to repair. There we go. Got it underneath. Pressing very easy, very light. Sealed really good right here. Okay. Let me set this down. As you can see, there's already some mat transfer on the shingle. Lifting up, there's some damage right here from just taking this section off. There's some matting transfer going on here as well. Basically taking the shingles from the damage from here, basically taking the adhesive, from here, and they're 2 bonded together to where it basically breaks the shingles apart and pulls the fiberglass matting onto the other shingle. So, show some more of that. As you can see, it's occurring right there. lifting this up, you'll see pieces of the other shingle. This shingle is very hot today. Also, we got pieces of that shingle coming apart right here as well. So those will definitely need to be addressed and taken care of in order to do this. I'm going to reseal back down in hopes of basically doing a band-aid, as I will need your guys' approval in order to repair these shingles. But as you can see from the repairability on this, the shingle is very brittle. And if it gets to the point where I go to try and say lift this shingle to that 45, it cracks and it breaks. That wasn't even a 45. I was just doing that just to not damage the shingle anymore, and it definitely failed the brittle test. Also, like I said, irreparable as well, which then would require us to repair this vent, repair this back slope as well, and then code does require us to overlay the felt over the ridge to overlap it, which then, I mean, looking at this shingle and the wear on this shingle, the brittle and the repairability will be basically contempt to the exact same.